Greetings all, Vanna here for Leo's weekend message. Leo, I hope you guys are going to have a good weekend. Okay, what is coming out for Leos? We have Comfort and Hearth coming out here. I always personally love getting this card because the goddess of hearth and home in the Greek pantheon, Hestia, is the name of one of my dogs. And so to see a dog and a child on this card, it always reminds me especially of home. And how much of my home is made up of those beautiful furry creatures that I have. And truly, we do not deserve animals because they love wholly and unconditionally, unlike humanity. You have Clarity in the Mountain coming in for you. I see that she is sleeping, and then I'm looking at the baby sleeping on the dog as well. Almost like two ends of the spectrum. Like her as she is resting and healing, and then her child self, or perhaps the next generation to come, and they're being so comforted and protected as well. And I like that going along with this card because this part here that she's always sitting in is always reminding me of a womb and an egg. So I really feel like the sun coming up over here, there is something rising and going to be coming over you very soon. Like the sun, but it won't be melting and you won't be watching the world burn so much as looking at things in your life with a whole new perspective because you're finally seeing what is truly meant for you. You had the card East that had flown off the desk, and that is the card of new beginnings. And that just further confirms what we were already saying. And this is going to be a sort of trial by fire ignition point for you. And I love that fire is coming out for a Leo right now, because your fire, your passion, is so much of what makes you who you are, but also allow yourself to be tempered by water and to bend to the situation. Not every situation will require us to be like loud and bursting with fire. And this is like the third time that this Music Joy card is the bottom of the deck when I'm done with that oracle. And so like music is so important, and I love that because I have recently started to do shuffles on Spotify and listen to new kinds of music that I haven't heard before instead of looping the same things that I've always heard. And I really like some of the new stuff that I've found. Music is very important to myself as well as your brain because music is sound and vibration is energy. And so music can touch parts of your brain in different ways than, say, like my voice or a ring or something. Music touches different parts of your brains and calms and activates at different points. You have Break Free and Expand coming out for you. In Leo, you absolutely will be expanding. You will be stepping out into a whole new phase of your life. Something that is perhaps even different from what you were originally anticipating. I'm looking at this orb here and how there are several rings to that source that she is drawing from. And so there are several layers and several possibilities that could lay before you. So I don't want you to stick to any one set idea that you have now. Of course, it is wonderful to have an idea and a plan now because that gives you a manifestation point. That gives you a place to base it off of. But what some of us fall back on is having such a stringent, structured idea that it can be this and only this, instead of being open to the idea and possibility that Spirit may have something better for us. Pay attention is coming out for you. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both subtle ones and ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. And that will be a life of healing. That will be a life where you won't have to deal and carry so much of the pain and frustration that you needed the protection from, that you needed to protect this next generation, this person, this treasure from. Because I'm just thinking so much of, um, just thinking about how my mother has always talked about me and my brothers, is that it very much is like we are a treasure to her, and how much she protects and loves us, and like how much a mother would shield their child from something in an attempt to make sure they don't feel pain. And that is so the next has stronger and more protected, and that will just continue on through, and that is a wonderful thing. But right now, that time you have done your work for them, and now it is for you to step into your own power, for you to step in your path. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. What is your greatest and highest good? What does your soul truly want? Its mission here on this realm. What is its end goal? And all of these things are things that you can find out through your own journey. I love that you're coming out for yourself with the lion token. And your male ancestors, your grandfathers, your fathers are coming out and watching over you as well. There is prosperity coming over what you are working on now. And so in that time while things are working out, there is a point of reflection. You have sweet treats and possibilities lying ahead of you in the little cupcake, as well as many possibilities that you never know what you're going to get. And with the moon and infinity, you have the connection to the source and the divine. So never feel like you are alone in this realm, my love, my beautiful Leos, because you are always connected, blessed, and protected in this realm and in the next. And I don't want you to feel like you have walked through this world alone, because there hasn't been a day where you have been alone. Ancestors, angels, guardians, and guides, descendants and deities, energies and entities have watched and walked with you since the day you came into this realm, since the day you merged your soul with the fleshy meat sack that your body is. Your life is so much more than the experiences that you have had here. It is what you have become and who you have become based on those experiences, and who you will choose to continue to be. Will you stop now and just accept this as the status quo and that you will never be anything more? Or will you continue to challenge and push to see what is your best life? What is your greatest and highest good? And I really want you to go after that, because there is no point in this world until you draw your last breath that there is a point to stop trying to be better, that there is a point to stop trying to heal, to love and to laugh and to be happy and joyful. Until your final breath is drawn, that should be in every day. It's to feel that kind of love and for life, as difficult as it may be. Have a beautiful day, Leo.